Hi everyone, this is Sabrina and we are here with Coffee with Sabrina podcast. And I have a fantastic guest with me today and we're going to be talking about something very important to all of us. So Janet, thank you for being with me here today. I'm so grateful that you're here. Most of all, I'm so grateful that you're my friend for so long. So thank you for that. Tell us a little bit about you, who you are, first.
Okay, great. Thank you, Sabrina, for being my friend, and thank you for allowing me this opportunity to share some of my thoughts and feelings about myself and what we will be sharing later on today. So thank you again for this opportunity.
Yes, most definitely. I'm grateful that you made the time because I know you're a busy woman.
You asked me a little bit about myself. Well, I'm Janet Launza, and I'm married. Me and my husband, we celebrated 35 years of marriage this month.
Wow.
We have 5 children and 14 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren that we spoil.
Oh, wow.
I just put it like that.
Oh, wow. How old are your great-grandkids?
My great-grandchildren is 2 and 7.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And matter of fact, my oldest grandson, the one that's 7, birthday is on my birthday. So
nice.
Yes.
Even more reason to celebrate, right?
Exactly. So we have a fun time together. We do a lot of traveling together.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of family fun things together. So I really love that. I'm very active in my church. I've been a member of my church over 40 years. Me and my husband have been here in Mesquite we've been married 35 years and we've been here in Mesquite 34 years.
Wow.
And we raised all 5 of our children here in Mesquite. I'm proud to say that they all graduated from Mesquite High School.
Oh, wow.
Very proud that they're skeeters.
Yes.
So I love being. I was very active, Sabrina, when my children were in school. We were the school parents to our children, school parent children. So I've carried that on into my life since we're empty nesters now. So I'm very active here in Mesquite, Texas, and I love being active. I love my city. I love the activities that they have for the citizens here in Mesquite. So I'm just enjoying life.
Right, and I see that. And, it's funny that we talk about so many things, but each time we have a conversation, I learn something new. So my son too is a skeeter. He was born and raised here in Mesquite, and I too have been in Mesquite for 32 years.
Okay.
So I didn't realize we have some more commonality than other things. But I love that you say you're active and here in the city, because of course I see you and we do things together. But I am so grateful that you do those things and that you're able to come on this show and talk a little bit about it, because we have so many of our, I don't want to use the word seniors, older folks that feel they need to just stay home. There's so much in our city for them to do, and you are just a living example of that. Going back to your kids and your grandkids and spending time and having fun, I love the way you are with your kids and your grandkids. You are the fun grandmother. You're the fun mother, right? You get to be this age now where your kids are grown.
Yes.
And you can just enjoy. Not that we don't have, growing pains still.
Right.
But you can just enjoy. And I love that about you. And I want to be you when I grow up.
Well, you are. You're a great example for me too. So I think that may be one of our connections. You love your family, I love my family. We also love being active and sharing the information that we have with others, not just our family, but with the community as well. So I love that about you too, Sabrina.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, what else do you have to share with us today? Anything else about you would like for the audience to know?
Well, I am a member of the Mesquite Chamber. So being a member of the Mesquite Chamber of Commerce, it helped me to learn more about the city. And because of that, I learned about the city government, what's going on in the city, the different things that's happening here in the city. And I'm just here recently becoming active with the senior recreation center here in Mesquite. So we're doing a lot of fun things there too. So that it's just so many wonderful things that I'm involved in that brings me joy and happiness. And when you can share with others, and that helps me to enjoy a little bit more about life.
Right. I'm grateful also that you are part of, you're a voice for the seniors here in Mesquite, for that new group we're just in, the Advocate, the Mesquite Chamber Advocate group.
Yes.
So I love that you're a part of that and you're a voice sitting on the board for that.
Right.
Because as a senior, you can say, as a senior, I know, and this is what we want, and this is what we need, we need for our seniors. So I love that you're a part of that. I know you're in so many other things. So when I saw you at that meeting, I was really grateful that you're a part of that. But I think you forgot something really important about yourself. You went back to college last year.
Yes, I love it. Sabrina, for some reason I cannot explain it, but I love learning. I love learning. A lot of people would think that I'm a teacher because I love sharing information, but I'm not a teacher per se, but I just love being in the school environment. So when I did learn that being a senior, that I could go to school for free. I did not have to pay for it. So I said to myself, someone has met and had meetings on top of meetings to come so that we could have the opportunity at this age, over 65, to go back to college. And I love it. I am a student at Dallas College, Eastfield campus, and I enjoy being around the young people, and they enjoy me. Some of them look at me as a grandmother, and I look at them as my grandchildren or my children, but I learn from them and they learn from me. We can be matter of fact, sometimes we do our homework together, and it just makes me feel so good that they will call me and give my advice. But then I'll call, and then they'll say, Miss Janet, call me if you have any problems, if you have any questions. And I give them a call and they'll answer and they'll FaceTime me, and I just love it. I love it.
I know, because you invited these children at your birthday party. So yes, but so all of that is so beautiful. But again, I'm sure you faced some challenges. What were your challenges?
My challenges were, I'm being very transparent, was the math.
Yes.
The math was a challenge, and the instructor, it was so funny. One day when we were prepared, getting ready for a test, and he was asking us, different things about going over the test part of what the test was going to be. I raised my hand and I asked him, I say, Professor, is there any way I can get extra credit for having perfect attendance? And he said, yes, Janet. So all the students, they were excited and it was, Sabrina, it was one day that, I think it was a cold day or something. It was a weather related, and a lot of students did not show up. But I think it was 5 of us that did show up, and they reminded the instructor, remember, Janet asked us if we could get extra credit for being on top, perfect attendance. And he said, okay. So that really made me feel good that I made a suggestion. He accepted it, and the students was glad that I was there to make that suggestion. So that was, thanks for reminding me of that.
That is a big part of you. I am so proud of you for doing that. I was so inspired when I heard you were going back to school. But most of all, I want our audience to know that.
Yes.
We have seniors out here that they don't know that they have that opportunity. They might be wanting to do something like that, but finances would, may not permit them.
Right.
So knowing that that's available, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you for doing that, especially, as you get older.
Yes.
Because as you get older, you think, oh my God, I don't want to be back to school. I don't want to have to go deal with that. But you were so committed to that. So.
Yes. And as we get older and the young people see us, that's encouragement for them to know that they can continue to learn.
Right.
And then for the older people to see me going, that's encouraged them.
Yeah.
I've had so many of my friends and family members that have gone back. Even though some of them have actually gone back, some of them haven't gone back, but they're learning that they can go back when they have the time to go back. So, just planting that seed has been a awesome blessing to let others know what's out there, what's available to them.
Right. Such a good way to lead by example, not only for everyone else, but for your kids and your grandkids.
Exactly.
Because life happens and sometimes we have to stop or we have to slow down. But just to remember, my mom did that when she was this age, or my grandmother did it.
Exactly.
I can do it.
Exactly.
I can do it.
And that's another point. You bring up some good points to bring back to my remembrance. Thank you for that. When I was going back to that math, and we have a family text. A lot of people have family text. So I text my family and said, I'm going to take this test this morning, so pray for me. And so I have some grandchildren that are in college.
Mm-hmm.
So that encouraged them to text to the family. I'm taking a math test this morning.
Wow.
Y'all pray for me. So that, like you said, it's encouraging to so many people in so many different levels and areas to know that help is out there. But if they don't see other people asking for help, they don't think that they can ask for help and be comfortable with asking for help. So thank you for reminding me.
Reading a book recently where it says, ask for help.
Yes.
Just ask.
Yes.
I mean, what can go wrong with asking?
Right.
It's yes or no.
Yes.
It's yes or no, either way.
Yes.
But if you don't ask, you may never get that yes.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Very, very good. Well, I am so happy that we're sharing all of this today. But I know we're here for a special topic.
Yes.
And August is actually, every month have something specific. And August has a very specific, August represents a specific thing that I really think that we all need to know and we should all have.
Right.
So I will let you take the floor and talk about what you do first. So tell us a little bit about your business and what you do, and then we will go into your topic.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, like I was saying earlier, Joseph and I, we are independent associates with Legal Shield. And what Legal Shield is an organization, it's a company that offers access to attorneys at an affordable rate. We've been associates for 20 years, where we offer this service to individuals, small businesses, and we have a CDL plan, we have gun owners plan, we have identity theft protection. So it's so many different areas of the law that you can have access to an attorney that's actually your attorney that you can share and they can help you with. And like you were saying, Sabrina, it is perfect timing when we decided to do the Coffee with Sabrina for this month, because August is National Make a Will Month. So the timing is perfect. And the importance of being a will is studies have shown over half of Americans die without a will. It's a big problem. 3 of the most common reasons cited by survey respondents for not having a will is procrastination, belief that you don't need a will, or the cost of a will is too expensive. The will benefit available through Legal Shield membership addresses and resolves all of these issues. Your estate includes all the assets you've accumulated during your lifetime. It includes real estate, bank accounts, stocks, bonds, retirement plans, vehicles, Household goods, personal effects, and anything else you own or control, such as life insurance or your business. Estate planning manages your estate during your lifetime. There may be events in your life, such as an accident, a chronic illness, or a debilitating condition that prevents you from managing your own finances. Anticipating these situations and making calm decisions now rather than under the stress of one of these events will help others make informed decisions on your behalf later. If you wait until it's too late, it may be necessary to have an expensive and time-consuming court proceeding to designate someone to manage your finances. Estate planning also helps you arrange for a timely and cost-effective distribution of your estate upon your death. If you have a clear plan of what you have, to whom it goes, and in what proportions, this can reduce problems, costs, and taxes, and ease the burden of your death on your loved ones. I'd like to share with you the 5 reasons why making a will is so important.
Yeah.
Like I was sharing you earlier that Joseph and I have 5 children.
Right.
We've been members of Legal Shield 20 years, and we've had our will prepared 3 different times because we just want to keep it updated. We made the will, and then we sent all 5 of our children copies of the will so that when they need to make that decision, they will already know what the decision what our decisions are.
Right.
So that first reason out of the 5 is you get to have the final say. If you pass away without a will, you're considered interstate. This means the law of the state will direct how to divide up your estate without your input. If you die without a will and you have no heirs, your estate could be passed on to the state.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That is just devastating to me.
You know what's funny? I spoke to a client yesterday, and she's going in for surgery. She doesn't have a will, and she called to add beneficiaries to her life insurance. And she's like, well, if I pass away, what's going to happen? And I go, you don't have a will. You don't have a will. No one knows. So last night she was hurriedly writing a letter because I said, do you have assets that you need to leave for individuals? She's like, yes. She doesn't have a will. So I'm so grateful that we're having this conversation today.
Yes.
Because we talked about having a will last night, but she's in surgery today.
Wow.
She's in surgery today.
Wow. Yeah. And I'm learning that's, well, like I say, the survey says that 7 out of 10 people do not have a will. Okay. Wow. Okay, so the second reason is it minimizes family conflicts. We've all heard of cases where the surviving family members must grieve while squabbling with their siblings. Upon your death, your loved ones should mourn, not battle. When it comes to your wishes, there should be no room for misinterpretation that could lead to conflict or legal action. That was one of the main reasons we get our will done, get it prepared, because I know my children love us. I know they do.
Yeah.
And with them living all across the United States, I would hate for them to have to, well, they all have jobs, they all have children, so they would have to decide, make rush decisions about their jobs, what to do with their children, to come see about us and make plans for us. Do mom and dad want to be put on life support or not?
Right.
But we've already made that decision for them. So that would take a little of the pain out of the pain mentally that they're going through.
Yes.
And Legal Shield, we like to look at a will as your last love letter to your family.
Right.
Okay.
But before you move on, I'm glad you said that, because talking about wills, talking about life insurance, talking about funeral expense, there are a lot of cultures that do not want to hear about that because they think you're going to jinx them. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yes.
But I don't think they realize the importance of it. So I hope this message is getting to some people that have thought, oh no, I don't want to talk about a will. They're not realizing what they're going to do to the family when they're gone.
Exactly.
So.
And Sabrina, I'm learning that with doing this over 20 years, offering this service, is that a lot of people will not, they've told me that they will not get a will because it's like saying that I'm going to die. People actually say that.
Yes.
Adults, mature adults. And you're going to die anyway.
Right.
I don't tell them that. I'm not that.
Yeah.
But I be saying in my head, in my mind, you're going to die anyway.
Yes.
So that's why this is all of the services that Legal Shield offer, full access to a law firm. This is the will is the one that I really promote. This is the one that I really focus on. This is a service that I really like to share with individuals because everyone is going to die.
Yeah.
I had a friend that is a member, and her husband's 45. He had a stroke. She called me, Janet, what do I do? What? Because for him to go into a nursing facility, because he had to go into a rehab, she had to. So she had to reach out to the attorneys so that she could sign papers, so that she could put him in the, because he couldn't sign the papers.
Right. And he didn't leave a power of
attorney. He didn't leave anything.
Right.
He didn't leave anything. So the attorneys advised her on what steps she needed to take in order to put her 45. She did not. There is no thought that she had to think that her husband was going to have a stroke and have to be put into a nursing facility.
Yes.
But because she was already a member, she just called me to say, Janet, what do I do? I gave her her membership number. She called the attorney and they told her all the paperwork she needed to sign. They just calmed her down and gave her a peace of mind to know what to do.
Yeah. And we don't want to wait for those times. We want to have it ready and, because we never know tomorrow. We never know what's going to happen in the next minute from now.
Exactly. And COVID should have taught all of us anything can happen at any time. At any time, anything can happen. So the third reason out of the 5 is you ensure your loved ones are cared for. If you have minor children, your will also designates who will care for them if something happens to you. Without a will, the court must decide who is appropriate to be your children's guardians. Again, without your input, your will allows you to designate the people you trust to be their guardians. This even includes your loved ones' pets who deserve all the best in life too. Number 4, create a lasting legacy. Whether you wish to leave everything to your children and spouse or donate it to a charity with a mission that matters to you, a will gives you the final say. Create a legacy that gives your life meaning instead of letting the state decide who receives your asset. And the 5th reason for having a will is for your mental health. According to a recent Legal Shield survey, people with wills are more likely to feel positive emotions. 40% peaceful, 37% confident, and 26% empowered. Those without a will are twice as likely to feel stressed and afraid of those with wills. Let there be no doubt. A will is you and your family's best interest.
Yes.
Yes.
Great information. I mean,
Yes.
all of those things are so important,
Yes.
but we don't think about it.
Right.
And so some of us don't think about it, and some of us are like you said, oh no, I'm not going to jinx myself that way.
Right.
If I do a will, it means I'm going to die.
Right.
So thank you for sharing that information with us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Like I said, Joseph and I have been Legal Shield Associates over 20 years, and the service that I really like to focus on is the will.
Right.
When I was younger, I didn't think about it. I didn't even know about a will, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But as I'm maturing in life, I'm understanding and I'm learning just how valuable it is. And because of my children and my grandchildren, this is one of the things that we can give them that I won't be able to give them once I'm gone.
Right.
I'm gonna give it to them now so that it'll help ease the pain a little bit that I'm gone.
Yes. One of the things too, and I know we don't like to talk about these things, but especially when you have several children,
Yes.
You always, and again, you say your children love you, they
Yes.
love each other,
Yes.
but in the time of death, things happen kind of weird, and one might come up and say, well, mom said this, and the other will say,
Yes.
no, mom told me this,
Exactly.
and no, mom told me that.
Yes.
It's like all the kids heard something different, or they have something different to say. When you have that in writing,
Exactly.
it's what mom said.
Right. And I'm glad that you're a great interviewer. You brought up another thought that I'm learning in this industry with legal services is that death make people act different than when a person was alive.
Yes.
I have seen it in family and friends, how death, you never know how a person is going to, you think, like you said, a person feels a certain way.
Yeah.
But when death happens, it's like a whole new person comes out,
Right.
which that could have been the way they were anyway.
Right.
But
Right.
death makes it come to the forefront. It gives them more say so, I guess, and they can really say how they
Yes.
feel.
Yeah. And
I'm seeing it.
I'm glad that you said that, because it's, and I was talking to someone this morning actually at my doctor's office. We were talking about the older generation.
Yes.
And how much, and I hope I don't offend anyone on this, but how much more values
Yes.
the older folks had.
Yeah.
We were really talking about parents babysitting your
Yes.
children's children.
Right.
And now it's like, no, that's not my job.
Right.
You figure out how you're going to take care of these kids. You could drop them every once in a while,
Right.
but I'm no babysitter.
Exactly.
Whereas long ago, the grandparents said, no, bring them. I
Right.
want them.
Right.
I want them for however long you can leave them.
Right.
The values are so different. Today, when someone passes away, I feel like all those values, even the little bit was
Yes.
instilled,
Yes.
it goes down the drain.
Right.
And it's like they lose all of that.
Yes.
So, like you're saying, there's something that comes out of them that was never there before, or was never seen before.
Right. And I've had people have said, the older generation, they say, well, mom's not here now.
Yes.
Big Daddy not here now. My dear not here now. So I can
Right.
do this. I can say this. I can, and they do it.
Yeah, because the respect is no longer there.
Exactly. That's
The
a good word
respect
for
is
it.
no longer there.
That's a good word for
Yeah.
it. That's a good
Why
word
should I
for it.
respect you?
Yes. Yes.
You're younger than me, or
Yes.
you're whatever it is. You're my
Exactly.
equal. Why should I
Right.
respect you?
Exactly.
And that's a whole different topic. but
Yes.
Respect, respect is what
Yes.
we've been losing
Yes.
in this new generation.
Yeah. That is so true. And going back to that respect, I believe that is one of the going back to Dallas College, me with the students that helped the students to respect the older person when they see an older person around them that respect them
Right.
at their age.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so respect is, we're kind of losing it because of whatever reason. You know, it can mean something different to you as it does to me or whoever, but the word respect and the respect that people are not showing now is being lost.
Yes.
Because the older generation, like you're saying, and they are passing on,
Right.
and that person, those generations under us, they're just, I can't explain it.
It's because the older generation, they're the root.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so the root is really what holds up the branches and the leaves and everything else.
Yes.
So when this root is rotted,
Yes.
or gone,
Yes.
or a tornado blows it away,
Yes.
everything's uplifted.
That's
Everything
so
is
true.
in chaos. Everything. No one really. And again, not to offend anyone, we're not. You know, in general, you do have the people that are still living the way the older generation do. But
Right.
when the root is uprooted,
Mm-hmm.
the rest of the things here doesn't know what to do.
Oh wow.
They don't know how to
Right.
function because this root is what was guiding them all through this time. So, but like I say, that's a whole different topic.
Yes.
Respect can be like a whole series.
Yes. We might have to do that
We
one
might
day.
just have to do that because that's really close to my heart. And in growing,
mine too.
I am somewhere between your generation and the younger generation, right? So I'm right in the middle of that,
Right.
and I'm seeing both.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay,
Yes.
I don't know that I really like this so much, but I don't know that I want to go all the way back here.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So you have to kind of create your own.
Yes.
You have to create your own in a manner of which you can deal with this generation, but also still be respectful and deal with this generation.
Right. And you know, also, Sabrina, to add to what you're saying, that's why it's important that people of my generation still stay active in the community so that the other generations will understand how valuable we are at this generation, but then we can also respect and show respect to the younger generation.
Of course.
I don't remember exactly what book it was, because you know I love to read, and I know you love to. That's one of the things that we do have in common.
Yes.
But it was saying that the younger people feel like the older people don't respect them, using that word respect, because they think that we don't know anything. We think that they don't know anything. And then my generation of people think that the younger people don't know anything.
Yes.
So it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
But if we are interacting with each other, like going back to Dallas College, I saw those young people in a different light, and they saw me being in a different light. Like when I had my 70th birthday party celebration, I had two of my little students to come celebrate with me, and they loved it. And that helped the other people at the party understand that young people like being around older people, and older people like being around younger people. But if they don't see that, both age group.
Right.
So we both have to understand that we want to share what we have. They have the youth, and we have the older, the wisdom. But we can come together and learn from each other and get stronger because of our relationship with each other.
I think you can just fill up my entire podcast season, because now I'm thinking about the word communicate, right? Communicate is such a big thing.
Yes.
But to go back to our will situation, so that we can wrap this up. Tell us. So you said with a membership with Legal Shield, you can get a will. That's one of the benefits of
Right.
having that.
Right.
So if the audience wanted to reach you to ask more questions about this, how can they reach you?
You can reach me. I'm one of those old younger people on Facebook.
Okay.
Janet Launza, social media. I love social media.
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. Also, the Mesquite Chamber of Commerce, and I'm on LinkedIn.
Okay.
My name is Janet Launza, JanetLaunza. Or you can go to my website. My website is JLAUNZA.LegalShieldAssociate.com.
Awesome.
Or you can reach me through Sabrina.
Always. I always say that. If you can't remember any of that, it will be also posted at the bottom of this podcast. But hey, reach out to me, because if you're watching this, you know me. So reach out to me. But Janet, thank you so much again for being on this show. And we can talk all day long. I see that now, and I see all these topics we can bring up on these podcasts. But thank you so much for sharing this very, very important legal tip with us for next month. The National Will
Month.
It?
Yes,
Will
National Will Month.
Yeah,
Make a will month.
Make a will month.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that we got to do it here now, so that it will be posted right in time for August.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So
I appreciate you so in so many ways. Because we've been friends how long?
about 12 years.
12 to 15 years.
About 15 years.
Yes.
About 15
Oh,
years.
wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a long time. I was thinking the other day, I wonder, do I have friends from a very long time? I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes. But thank you again for coming on the show.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too. Well, guys, as you know, this is Coffee with Sabrina, and I am Sabrina Hussein. I am here at the beautiful Brasilia Studios, and I'm also an insurance consultant. So if I can help you in any way, please reach out to me. All my contact information is everywhere on social media, on the bottom of this podcast, everywhere you can find it. Until next time, bye-bye.